Hi everybody and welcome back to our channel. I'm Sarah, a Canadian with Croatian citizenship now that's been living in Croatia for the past 12 years. If you've been thinking that you need a vacation in the coming years and you just don't really know where you want to go, so here are the top 15 reasons why you should visit Croatia, because there are many of them, but I'm going to give you some top reasons why it's one of the best destinations to come travel. Breathtaking coastline. Croatia has miles and miles and miles, or kilometers and kilometers and kilometers of the most breathtaking coastline you probably will ever see. The water is the most beautiful shades of blue, green, turquoise, and it's so clear. Really, I've never swam in clearer waters than in Croatia. I grew up swimming in lakes in Canada, and while I love lakes, there's just nothing that compares to swimming in a super clear blue sea where you can just see everything around you. Croatia really does have the most beautiful coastline. Historic cities. Croatia is full of amazing historic cities like Dubrovnik, Zagreb, Split, just to name a few. I mean, Trogir, its whole old town, is basically a World Heritage Site in and of itself. Šibenik, Poreč has the Basilica. There are so many historical and cultural places to visit, and there's so much to learn about. And just walking through these ancient cities and getting a feel for how they are today and learning about how they were in the past and how they got to where they were today is just amazing and interesting and definitely worth a visit. Island hopping. Croatia has over 1,200 islands to explore, and each has its own unique landscape and charm, and they are all beautiful in their own ways. Beautiful beaches, just beautiful islands throughout. There are the more popular ones like Hvar, Korčula, Brač, Vis, but of course there are so many more that are more undiscovered that are just waiting for you to come explore them. So islands are definitely a huge part of Croatia, and a big reason why a lot of tourists come every year is to visit this magical part of Croatia. Rich cultural heritage. Croatia is just filled with rich cultural heritage. You can visit many museums and galleries and festivals like Moreška and Compania in Korčula, Sinjska Alka. There's also Rijeka Carnival and the Split Summer Festival, the Dubrovnik Summer Festival. There are just many, many festivals to highlight Croatia's rich cultural heritage. The next reason is other vibrant festivals. So aside from the rich cultural festivals, there are also many other festivals that go on. One of the main ones is Ultra Music Festival that's held every summer in Croatia. Lots of people come to see that. There's In Music Festival in Zagreb. There is the Pula Film Festival. So there are many other festivals going on, and just feels like there's always something happening around. So if you like that kind of thing, Croatia should be on your list. Outdoor activities. Because Croatia has such a diverse landscape, there are so many opportunities for many different types of sports. So there's the coastline where you can do kayaking, snorkeling, scuba diving, swimming obviously. There are the mountains for amazing hikes all down the mountains, just in from the coastline. There are rivers for rafting, for zip lining. There are places to zip line. Biking. There's an abundant amount of paths for biking and cycling around here. There are just so many opportunities to get outside and be adventurous, just because Croatia has a really diverse landscape through the country. For such a small country, it really offers so much. So you can really get around and do many different things in a short time. Game of Thrones. If you watched Game of Thrones, if you're a fan of the series, then definitely Dubrovnik would be appealing to you. It's very well known for its filming locations on King's Landing and in the Old Town, but also outside of Split, they did it at Klis Fortress, and that was the city of Marine in the Game of Thrones. There are a few other sites around. Those are the main ones. Also the Arboretum outside of Dubrovnik was the Garden of the Red Keep, and that is another filming location. So definitely a bunch of spots throughout that you can come back to and envision where everything took place in the show. So Croatia is definitely very well known for Game of Thrones, and if you're a fan, then good reason to visit. Warm hospitality is another reason to visit Croatia. Croatians are generally very warm people and welcoming and want you to enjoy their country and have a great time. So you'll likely be met with warm, friendly smiles, really helpful people, and hopefully a great overall experience. But I definitely have to say that Croatia really does have warm people, warm hospitality, and that's another reason to visit. The next one is yachting and sailing. So going on with the islands, there's no better way to see the islands than taking a sailboat or some kind of boat and going to explore all these beautiful, beautiful places. Croatia is home to about 50 marinas that go up and down the coast, and it's really a paradise for sailing enthusiasts. So I'd say that's one amazing reason to visit. If you like to sail, if you want to try sailing, Croatia has generally pretty calm waters, and it's a great place to come and enjoy the sea at its best. A rich winemaking tradition is another reason why you should visit Croatia. Croatia is full of different regions of winemaking. There's Ilok, Pelješac, Korčula, Kutjevo, just to name a few. Croatia's wine history is unbelievable, extremely delicious. So you should come and give some wines a try if you're into wine. It's a great reason to come and check it all out. The next one is Plitvice Lakes National Park. This is probably one of the most beautiful parks in the whole world, and it's right here in Croatia. It is a national park filled with 16 lakes, and they're all interconnected by waterfalls and rivers and streams. It's just a very majestic place. The colors are amazing. Again, blues, greens, turquoises of the water. Plus, it's set in this beautiful deep woodland area, and that's all green, and there are lots of wildlife around. There are bird species. There's just so much to explore, and it's just one of the most incredible parks probably in the whole world. So I think that Plitvice is definitely a reason to come visit Croatia. Stunning national parks. So aside from Plitvice Lakes National Park, which is the most well-known national park of Croatia, there are several other national parks like Mljet National Park, which is one of my personal favorites, Visnjak, Krka National Park, Kaklenica National Park if you're into hiking. Lots of these beautiful places to explore if you're an outdoorsy type and you want to see some amazing beauty landscapes. Croatia is amazing for that, so it should be number one on your list. Olive oil. That's one reason by itself that you should come and visit. If you like olive oil, Croatia has the best in the world, I believe. It's delicious. There are so many olive groves here that have the perfect climate to grow just the right olives to make the best, purest olive oil in the world. There are many olive oil producers here that have won awards for their oil, and it's really second to none. So give it a try if you are in the area, and I would say that's another reason if you're into that kind of thing and food that you should come and try olive oil fresh from the groves. The next one is Croatia's delicious cuisine. Definitely if you are any type of foodie, you will really enjoy yourself throughout Croatia because there are plenty of local dishes and traditional, authentic dishes to try, and just really great food in any part you go to. All along the coast, you're gonna find the freshest seafood that is just prepared in the most exceptional way. I've never had better fish than on the Croatian coast. Up in Istria, you're gonna find world-renowned truffles, olive oil, dried meats. They win awards for it every single year. And the continental region is, of course, more meats and hearty dishes that are also incredibly delicious. Such a small country, Croatia definitely has a really wide variety of food, all unique to, their regions, and all incredibly delicious, fresh, and really prepared well. The last reason I would say is the size of the country, because Croatia is a pretty small size geographically. It's quite easy to see the highlights in a short amount of time, relatively. So if you come for 10 days, you can really see a lot of the country. Whereas if you go visit another much larger country in 10 days, you probably wouldn't see too much. But since Croatia is pretty small, pretty easy to get around, you can really see so much in a short amount of time, and it just makes it really doable. So come to Croatia, and of course, if you need help planning, get in touch and we can help create the perfect itinerary just for you. There are many reasons that I haven't listed here, but these are just the top that we could think of, but we recommend Croatia. Come visit, enjoy, and we hope you have a wonderful time.